Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Luigi, and this is a kind of a throwback video from Black Ops 2. Okay, so what happened was, before Ghost came out, like 2 weeks before, I sold my Black Ops 2 because, as you probably know, my internet is not the greatest, and I should probably stop talking about it because, like, you guys might think that, like, that's an excuse as to why I lose online. It's really not, like, you know, anyway, but this game was all, if you're a warrior, you're gonna succeed. So there's that, and so I sold it because it frustrated me to no end. So I ended up selling it, and then today I actually went to GameStop and sold the Ghost because I have an extra copy of it. I bought one copy on the dashboard, and then I bought another one from GameStop. So they gave me some money for it, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just trade it in for Black Ops 2? So that's what I did. So I started playing that with Monkey is in this gameplay, but I played it with John and Monkey, but John had to get off right before this map, and then so me and Monkey were playing on this. It's a hardpoint Yemen, and I run the M8 obviously. But anyway, that's what I'm here to talk about. What I'm talking about today is my last video. If you see my last video, it was kind of a douchey video to put out. It was more or less saying Cynical wouldn't win on LAN, which is 100% not true. They are a great squad. I actually told Cherry that after we were done scrim with them, the squad's looking good, even though I was pissed out of my mind. And that's pretty much why I put the video out, is because I was mad because we lost. And as you could see, if you watched his video, Aim for Kills, look him up on YouTube, sub to him. He puts out great content, and he really knows what he's talking about. So make sure you go sub to him. But he put out a video talking about my video, and so am I. So I'm kind of getting a lot of controversy over that video. So I'm just gonna publicly say it out here. I have no beef with Cherry or Ghost or Honor or whoever their fourth is. J-Cam? J-Cam. Yeah, I think it's J-Cam. I have no beef with any of them. No beef with any of them. They're all great guys, great players. I have mad respect for all of them. And so pretty much what I said in the video was they wouldn't win on LAN, and that's not true. That's not true at all. I'm sure that we'd probably, to be honest, we'd probably split maps on LAN, to be honest. But the only way to really know the better team is on LAN, like Cherry said in his video. That's 100% true. That's the only way we would ever find out who the honest better team was. You know, just like every team figures out who the better team is. You got to play on LAN, which we haven't done yet. We haven't played them on LAN, as they are a pretty new squad, and I'm on this new acidic squad, as you guys know. So what I wanted to talk about was first the apology to Cherry and Cynical. Apologizing pretty much for my video and trying to clear the air as it is. Yeah. So what else would I want to talk about? But it is it is no like secret that that I don't have the best internet and that they do. Like he says in his video, he does have FiOS Quantum, which does help him out online. I wouldn't say it's like a major help, but it does help. And so he has that, and then I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that really, but there's another thing I wanted to talk about was if you watch his video, at the end of his video, he actually says it's all about a connection. He says that in his video. Like if you watch his video and at the end you're like listening in for the last like minute and a half or something, and at the very end of the game after they win by 1 cap, so it was a pretty close game. So online may have affected that particular map because they did win by such a slight margin. But he does say in the video it's all about connection, and I thought that was kind of stupid because he's making this entire video talking about how the reason they won was not because of connection, and then he says it's all about connection. Like that's kind of a really, man. I really, I mean, you just kind of you gotta kind of like look at those things and just be like, wow, like why would you even bring up the connection factor if you admitted in your video that it's all about connection? Like that just doesn't make any sense to me. It blows my mind, really. So that didn't make any sense. And then Ghost kind of talking shit about my teammates, or I don't even know if it was Ghost. It could have been JCam because I don't know. I haven't really ever talked to Ghost, so I don't know what he sounds like. And I've never talked to JCam, so I don't know what he sounds like either. So it was one of them two for sure. Was saying something about me dropping 28 kills because it was my host, and that helped me on that particular map. But he did say dropping almost 30 kills and still can't win. What does that tell you? Kind of hinting at your teammates are awful, pretty much. Like that's kind of what that was hinting at. And I didn't take that lightly at all. It really did bother me because I honestly feel like my teammates are good teammates, and they do know what they're doing. They do make bad plays, and so do I. And every once in a while we'll have a bad game, or they'll have a bad day, and I'll have a bad day, or anything like that. It happens to everybody, especially online. You can do really well one map and then do really bad the next. So really online, we don't really judge how we play online. So it really boils down to who's going to perform on land and who's gonna make those clutch wins on land and things like that. So yeah, it just his video kind of contradicted itself, and I just wanted to bring that up because it was a douchey move, but for me putting out that video and then for him to turn around and say it was a douchey move, I kind of like respected that because he did. It was kind of like a gutsy thing for him to do, and I'm all about gutsy plays and gutsy calls, So yeah, mad respect to Cherry. Not too much for Ghost for what he said in the end of his video. But last point I wanted to make: this was recorded out of theater mode, and I thought at the end you'll see me just sitting there, and I thought the scoreboard would just pop up, and it didn't. Like right here, it just doesn't pop up, and so I was like, I ended up clicking select to pop it up, but it was recorded out of theater mode, so my aim is actually not that bad as it seems in this video. So